Hello friends, this is Coldrun back with Dragon Age Inquisition. We are here in the Hissing Wastes. And it looks like there's a quest over there. Oh, right. So we're here and there's a bunch of, we're surrounded by rifts to the left of us, rifts to the right. Here I am. And stuck in the middle with a tomb. And we're going to go down that dwarven tomb and see what's up. Let's see, I think it's over this way, right? Yes. Alright, book. Demons of the Stone. Uh-oh. Until further notice, do not tamper with the torches. Lighting them in the wrong order summons demons. The inscriptions on the pillar indicate the correct order, but wait until we have confirmed the accuracy of our translations before proceeding. I've made maps to the other tombs where there are similar structures. Let the same warning stay your hand there, Magister Gallus. Below this, someone else has written complicated formulas and scribbled many notes. Demons bound into the rock. How did the ancient dwarves manage it without mages? Binding runes, subtle properties of stonework. Investigate. Gange, carved into walls, could be translated from Old Dwarven as stone waste or impure spirit of the stone. Dwarven superstitions saw demons as impure spirits of rock. That would make sense. Study impossible with dormant demons. Ask Cephas and Eurythus for help with the bindings. Sketch of Sunstop Mountain Tomb. Okay. So does reading? No, we didn't. No, setting the torches is what sets it off. Okay, what do we got here? For pride these halls were made, to honor a father's deed and grieve his loss. To honor a father's deeds and grieve his loss. So father who lost a son, maybe? Who against their father's wishes fought from foolish words and foolish... Oh, this is a sentence. For pride these halls were made... Okay, so that's like a full sentence. The other one is not. The other one is not the start. This is the tale of Farael, paragon among paragons, father of two sons, comma. Okay, let's read this all together. This is the tale of Farael, paragon among paragons, father of two sons, who, against their father's wishes, fought from foolish words and foolish pride. For pride these halls were made, to honor a father's deeds and grieve his loss. And for loss these halls were made, to honor a brother mourned. Okay, so we're starting here.
Perhaps it just needs the magical touch.
I know, I forgot. There. 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 There.
Hello.
A burial chamber, I think.
So we just unlocked a codex. Is that just... Whoa, look at all these codices. Oh, I'm excited. I didn't notice this. The Hissing Wastes. Felicity. You're chasing nonsense. Even if there were an old city buried in the Hissing Wastes, what makes you think the university would send you there on the chance you'll dig up an interesting slab of rubble? I skirted the edge of it once. If the wildlife isn't venomous, it's filled with fangs. And we already know that there's like a canyon of spiders, which is gross. The days bake, the nights freeze, and the only other souls you'll meet have even worse reasons for being there than you do. I haven't even mentioned that dragons like to nest in the rocks. Ooh, exciting. Oh, maybe he's just talking about the wyverns. But I think there's probably a high dragon here somewhere, too. Ask Alphonse how he got the scar on his arm. He'll tell you. Leave that desert to the treasure hunters, my dear. Our empire is full of ruins. Let us find one in a more hospitable climate such as Montsemart in the spring. Letter from a third-year university student at Valroyo to her younger sister. Unreadable... Oh, right, I forgot to read this. Unreadable elven writing. This is from the... Okay, this is what I got after drinking from the Well of Sorrows. Veilfire writing from a ruin in the Arbor Wilds. The script is so ancient it defies translation, but now it doesn't. There are whispers from the Well of Sorrows. It's impossible to understand the entire text, but certain parts suddenly reveal a shadow of their original meaning. She shook the radiance of the stars, divided them into grains of light, then stored them in a shaft of gold. Andriel, blood and force, save us from the time this weapon is thrown. Your people pray to you. Spare us the moment we become your sacrifice. There's a brief image of an elaborate golden spear glowing with unbearable heat, then it fades. She shook the radiance of the stars. I don't really know what to make of it. Why? I thought we did all this. No, this is something else. What pride had wrought. And as the black clouds came upon them, they looked on what pride had wrought and despaired. The work of man and woman by hubris of their making, the sorrow of blight unbearable. Canticle of Threnody 7:10-11. Pride. What other sin wounds us as deeply as pride? It drove the old Tevinter magisters to blacken the Golden City. It pushed Mavarath to betray beloved Andraste, and it has made fools of kings and peasants ever since the Maker formed us from nothing. Pride disguises itself in surety. Who among us has not looked at our fair country and thought, surely we are safe here, under protection? Our world will last forever, and we are mighty and wise. These verses say to the faithful, go and look upon the ruins of old, and ask who remembers the faces of those who dwelled there. Only the Maker's knowledge is complete. The words he gave to us through blessed Andraste are the one true constant in our world. A land without the chant is doomed to be forgotten by time. Notes on the Chant of Light by Mother Bezoria of the Grand Cathedral, 937 Dragon. Let me just check something. This is the other piece of untranslatable Elven writing. We are trapped. The ones born here do not understand the keenness of what we have lost, or why so many of their elders weep as they enter Uthenera. The new ones are faithful to Methal, but do not understand what she was in her fullness. I have a feeling I'm going to understand that, whether I want to or not. Without the wise to lead them, they will lose what they should have been. I will teach them. They must serve. We must prepare for those who cast Methal down. I shed my name the day I began her service. I shed my new one again, now that she rests. I will only be known by the sorrow that cuts my heart. This is from, what's his name, Abalos. For a moment there's a feeling of wrenching loss, then it fades. Yeah, it's Abalos. I don't know which of these I have. Oh, Sentinel Elves. Elves ambushed us just when the Magister said they would, 5 days into the wilds. They move faster than any elf I've seen, and they know the forest like they were born of it. Well, it's probably because they were. The ones who escape melt back into the shadows. They're strong and they know no fear. Every damn elf we cut down fights to the last. The attacks have slowed since we doubled the watch. We've killed enough to make them pause. Corypheus says the elves call themselves sentinels. We were going over the plan for the final assault on their temple, and he told me the elves were fighting are the last true priests of their old gods. Really? Oh, of their old gods, of the elves' old gods, not the old gods, not like the squiddy things. Before I could stop myself, I asked how he knew. I felt like a damn fool the moment the words left my mouth, but the master just looked at me and then opened his hand. A second later, that magic orb was floating over it. He told me it was elven. That offense made him believe it came to him for a purpose. The master turned and I thought I was dismissed, but his voice stopped me before I left. He said, solemn as I've ever known him, that there were many things he couldn't tell me, that he hid them so I would stay focused on the well. Is this from Samson? He said that while I'll sacrifice much, there will be no secrets once I've become the vessel. I left then, but I can't stop thinking about it. I'd swear there was regret in those last words. Wish I knew exactly what for. I still don't know. Chardic's excerpt, I feel like if maybe if I had let a certain Witch of the Wilds drink from the well, maybe we might know. Chart excerpt from a logbook kept by Samson, recovered by Inquisition spies from the wreckage of a Red Templar camps in the Arbor Wilds. The rest of the book is too blackened by fire to make out. Ooh, mosaic piece. Sacrifice, that's a new one. Holy shit, that's a lot of stuff. Torn paper. Directions drawn on a tattered piece of paper. A key fragment, part of a larger key. Masterwork spiked longbow, maybe something new for Sarah. 10% attack ring. Map of Tomb of Pharaoh. Okay. So I'm heading to the east here. I just cleared a quick fade rift, and I'm heading to the east to this next fade rift, and there's a question mark along the way. I should also find that. I'll do that next. So is this the camp that I'm seeing? Like another of those, what do you call it, the Venatori camps? Maybe. Aha, an ocularum and a treasure. A journal on dwarven runes. Not a good day. Sandstorm blew in for hours, and I was almost bitten in half by one of those terrible spiders. I haven't seen them yet. Making the fire nice and bright tonight. Wounds wrapped up, but it feels hot to the touch. Does he rest up a few days? I was just remembering watching one of Proustian's Outer Worlds Let's Play videos where she talked about how frequently the writers of these codex entries die by the end, and this feels like another one. Discovered one interesting thing in all the mess. The name of this place. I puzzled it from some carvings on the doors of Pharaoh's tomb. Kalrapartha, a place where my cat meows, a place where we may meet in peace. I hope they find peace.
Worth a look around, right?
Absolutely. Maybe up, but let's check this way. Oh, this. I didn't think a journal on dwarven ruins. I didn't think the hissing wastes would be so lively, but there are hunters prowling the dunes. One of them showed me a hidden watering hole and some fine spots to camp. I asked her about the old Tig, but she didn't even know what a Tig was until I explained dwarves had more cities than just Orsamar. She clearly thinks I'm barmy, coming all the way from here to study the ruins. Polite about it, though. The statues here were chiseled thousands of years ago, I'm sure of it. Either these people love dwarven architecture, or the commonly known fact that dwarves never built cities on the surface is wrong. This is the stuff world-famous treaties are made of. So, dwarves had surface cities? That's very unexpected. Alright, let's go up the right way. Let's not do the jumping puzzle way. Look how that big friggin' moon. This is some Majora's Mask style moon. Okay. Mira. 1 out of 2. Two out of 2. That was quick. Where are they? Oh, right by the camp. Good, good, good. So, landmark is nearby here. Let's get that. Ba-bum. Lonely light. Someone has lit a brazier full of oil here, possibly to act as a guiding light, should anyone need to find this rocky outcropping in the dark. Yeah, so just a little explanation for why there's a brazier here. Brazier. Why there's a brazier here. It's not a brazier. So there's no more quests out to the east here, but I'm curious if the game will stop me from walking this way. Or if I'll discover something. My guess is that I'll run into one of those exhaustion points where like the wind blows too hard or something, but maybe I'll find something new out here. Yeah, I mean, there's torches over there. They're certainly signaling something's out there. I just worry that I'm supposed to come here later. So we got some stones, stone outcroppy things. I mean, these aren't outcroppings, these are like ruins of a building. But maybe that's all they are. Dwarven plate, yeah, more dwarven stuff. Yeah, I'd say that's something. I think I found a... I think that counts as something. Not the river. So what are you? A secret dwarven above ground city? I hear like wildlife in here, like birds or something. It's well lit. This feels active. Discovered the tomb of Farewell. I thought the last place was the tomb of Farewell. Maybe that was the tomb to Farewell's like brothers or sons, or sons, I think. Yeah, this is something all right. I mean, this is not what I'm looking for, but maybe it's up here. I doubt it, but
What is that?
Sounds like... That's a dragon, right?
oh shit, it is. This is 100% a dragon area. A journal on dwarven ruins. I was tracing heraldry etched on the wall when I noticed pictures of weapons with winged lizards worked into the decoration. I spent the rest of the day translating the inscriptions. This verse was apparently passed down through Farewell's house, through his father to his father's father, and so on for hundreds of generations. From the stone, have no fear of anything. But the stoneless sky betrays with the wings of flame. If the surface must be breached, if there is no other way, bring weapons against the Urtok and heed their screams. Urtok means dragon. Why was it part of an ancient crest? Why were these dwarves so worried about a monster they'd never see that they worked it into their weapons? This place becomes more impossible every day. Excuse me. I mean, they must have had regular dealings with the surface then, if this is part of their thing. Are these claw marks? It sure looks like claw marks. How do I loot you? There we go. Listen to this music. This is like spooky, haunting music. For no reason in particular, I think I'm going to save right here. Aside from I think there's a good chance I might die. Is that it? I see it. Sandy Howler. Here we go.
There's our dragon.
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
I love how excited she is about it. Is it dead? No, it's not. It's sleeping. It's like a big kitty cat. Oh, I forgot to refill any potions ever. Whatever. YOLO, right? It attacked us first. You saw that, right? I don't want to be in front of it, I don't think. Seems like it's going to breathe something on me. Why is it drawing us in? Why do we care about that? I don't know. Couldn't get anything there. Okay. Is it going to phase change? I mean, it's almost at half health. What was that fire? Does it have babies coming? Let's kill its babies. Died. Yeah, it's taken some hits. Why can't I use this? Oh, I don't have any spare... I was trying to use that bottom right ability I have, but it doesn't seem to do anything because I don't have any focus or whatever stored up. Well, that's fine. This is about to go down now anyway. Goodbye, friend. Quest completed. Dragon Hunter. Trophy earned.
everyone
Dragon's
alright?
Bane.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I'm alive. Really. Alive.
That last burst of flame nearly roasted us.
I want to give Sarah a big hug right now, but I'm pretty sure that it would not be welcome.
3 eggs, a canary, and a soggy biscuit.
Are we to know what that means?
That joke I was telling you where I couldn't remember the end bit? So the man says, 3 eggs, a canary, and a soggy biscuit. Not bad, right?
If somewhat blasphemous.
It's funny.
Robes of the High Keeper, Armor of the Knights Divine, a Frost Rune, a whole bunch of stuff. Dating back to the period of the Elven Dales, where the Keepers were not leaders and guides for the individual clans, but rather priests, who served as archivists and magical scholars. These robes belonged to the High Keeper for the largest temple of Old Lam Sharal, dedicated to Elgranon, the Allfather and eldest of the Sun. And what was the... how do these look, though? I can't see it. I'll put him on, I'll switch to Solus at some point, I think. And Armor of the Knights Divine. Yeah, Cassandra, this has you all over. Oh, look at that badass Templar armor. Within the Templar Order are the Knights Divine, those Templars who serve the Divine directly, both as her personal guard, as well as the enforcers of her will. Usually these men and women prefer to fade into the background, their positions granted as rewards for service. At least one Knight Divine, Sir Nolan Brisson, was notorious in the late Exalted Age for being both the lover and the alleged puppet master of Divine Amara III. He has an interesting life, and this absolutely belongs to Sarah. Or Cassandra, rather. Yeah, this is... Oh, I was about to leave here when I just noticed this thing. Yeah, I would not want to leave this behind. What is this? Is this the actual tomb of what's his face? Tyrell? I guess if it's Tig, it's probably Tyrell, right? Vandal Aria. Sorry, I'm just collecting these for no particular reason. It's there, so I'm getting it. Alright, is this Tyrell's tomb? The door is magically sealed. Crap. So I have a hunch that we have to open all the other 4 doors, all the other tombs, all the other tombs in this place, like the first one I saw, before we can reach this. That makes sense. Okay, let's backtrack and pick up these. I'm just going to grab these 2 shards real quick. Actually, you know what? Screw that. Let's go find the... A patrol has gone missing in the bone fields between the canyon camp and the 4 pillars. Locate the missing patrol. Let's go find that. Poison spider. Yeah, I have a feeling that this is going to be a recurring theme throughout this this zone. Ugh. And you spit poison, you're gross. I'm sure you control mosquitoes and stuff like that, but I don't care. Oh, more friends. Alright, I'm sure that's it. What else, though? Okay, so it's... I guess they're just going to be somewhere here. The Field of Bone looks just like petrified trees, maybe? So there's a cave. Yeah, the field... That's interesting. It's actually... Yeah, the Field of Bone is really just... Oh, God, look at those bodies. They're like garlic bulbs. They're freaking gross. And the sounds they make are just... Oh, I guess we found... Yeah, we found the remains of the patrol. Yeah. We're approaching the canyon, and things are looking green. I don't know what to make of this. It's not like if it were red, I'd say, oh, it's Venatoria doing their red lyrium thing. It's green. Is it just covered in poison? Is this just the sign of all the snakes and the spiders in the canyon? That's my best guess currently. Let's jump down. This may not be the smartest move, but it's the move I'm doing. Yeah, let's just run up the canyon and see what's up here. We'll bug the mineral. So light's leading the way. There's a question mark in that merchant up there I'm really curious about. Alright, so a cave here. Dorian, you got this. I have confidence in you. What was that, something running out of there? Oh, it's a puppy. Okay. So what do we got here? Another puzzle, maybe? I'm careful about lighting the braziers before I know what they're actually doing. I mean, I was warned about that. I know, Pigeon. Okay, read. After many years, Farrell... Oh, no, not Tyrell, Farrell. Farrell, greatest of paragons, could not bear life's burden. And the brothers swore and mourned when their father returned to the stone. No. He bade each son swear he would take care of his brother. So I think that's the second one. No, that's the third one. Okay, so let me just make sure I got this right. After many years, Farrell, greatest of paragons, could not bear life's burden. And with his burden growing, he called his sons to his bedside. He bade each son swear he would take care of his brother. And the brothers swore and mourned when their father returned to the stone. Okay, looks straightforward enough. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
There's the door.
So is this the door that opened then? Take mosaic piece. Next from sacrifice. Sorry, my cat was getting where he shouldn't be. Key fragment, masterwork, serrated greatsword, superb ring of guard penetration. This sounds, you know, all this sounds really, really good stuff. Maybe all these keys, once I get all the fragments, that's when I can open the final door. Maybe. Find the mountain fortress's tombs treasure. Okay. Yes, there's a bit of a treasure hunt theme going on in this place, and I kind of like this zone now. Alright, looks like we might have got some spiderinos outside here. Okay. And then there's some Veilfire here. Let's try opening it up, I guess. I mean, let's try... I mean, we've solved the puzzle, so maybe there's no harm in lighting these braziers. Maybe just for flavor? Let me know if I'm mistaken on that, if there was actually something I was supposed to do with these lights differently. I don't know. Nothing jumps out at me. But that's going to be it for me for now. Wait, gosh, I really want to find this merchant, though. Let me see if I can talk to this merchant before I wrap up for the day. I'm really curious who the merchant is, like, that's living down here and making his and selling their wares down here. It seems like a foolish proposition. What's this puppy? Hello? Can I pet you? This is bizarre. Helm of the Droska. The Droska were an order of warriors formed in the ancient Anderfels to resist the Tevinter Imperium reconquest in 535 Ancient. Renowned for their whirling blades and skill with the bow, they were brutally hunted by the Imperium until the last members fled into the blasted hills of the south. Rumors persisted that the Droska continued on and played a part in the Anders rebellion against Orlesian rule following the Second Blight, but if that's true, they subsequently drifted into obscurity once again. It's just a bunch of other stuff. Blank runestone. Superb demon slaying rune. That sounds fine, but I don't think I care about it enough. Bunch of probably good gear things, but I think I'm actually just going to buy that Helm of Droska. That feels like a good fit for...
Do me a favor, Dorian. Give me some warning if you're going to bust out in demons or something.
How do you picture me busting out? I'm walking along and oops, demon. I mean, it could happen despite my training. You could also trip and impale your eye on an arrow.
So you're going to warn me or not?
Certainly. But only because you're so dear to me.
They're both fantastic, even despite everything we've been through. Despite Sarah turning her back on me for my elven ways, she's still fantastic. Yeah, she gets the Helm of the Droska. Wear it in good health. Yeah, that's going to be it for me for now, for reals. What the hell is with this merchant? Are you a magic doggo? You are beautiful. Look at you, Mabari. I think it's Mabari. You are a beautiful puppo. We're going to sit here with this puppo. See you later. Thanks for watching. Have a good afternoon, evening, day.